Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video of Intercept Indian Football. This is me, Arjit, and alongside me is Ayushman. So in this channel, we're gonna discuss a lot on Indian football, especially about the Indian national team, Indian Super League, I-League, and the scenarios that happen in the Indian football world. So before I start the video, I just want to introduce Ayushman. So Ayush, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm fine as well. So we all know why what happened the last day in India, the Merdeka Cup. It's been a
Yeah,
horrible
we
show,
lost.
right?
We were robbed, man. We were robbed.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm about to talk. So last night, India got robbed of some clear-cut chances, and the goal they scored. I don't see anything like I don't see anything which may have prompted the referee to call a call of that goal. So, what do you think the referee was thinking?
He was not actually thinking anything. He's a blank guy.
Yeah,
The referee quality was really poor, na. I used to
yeah,
think that in Indian referees are poor, but the Malaysians are even worse.
yeah.
They
To
were
be very
too.
honest, after watching that horrible refereeing, I got some sort of a respect to our Indian referees.
Yeah, me too. Crystal Jones salute, na.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, you got to say that those refereeing decisions were horrible, but you got to blame the Indian team as well because what they were supposed to do, they did not execute it on the pitch as well. I've seen a lot of comments in a lot of posts in Twitter where people blame the pitch for the horrible show, but I don't think that's the key reason. I think the execution was wrong. That costed India those goals, 4 goals. And what do you think India did against Malaysia the last night?
Listen, from my side, the pitch was one thing, okay? The pitch was one thing. It was really poor. I agree.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we played really poor football in the first half. We were only prepared to attack,
yeah,
but we were not prepared for their attack. We were not defensively prepared for their attack. We were only attacking, and our defense was really poor.
yeah,
And I I don't want Mehtab Singh in the Indian team. Really, he's a really poor guy.
yeah,
Pardon me, but I don't want him.
yeah. I guess he's performing better at Mumbai City, but let's just keep it
Yeah.
aside. Do you feel that the absence of Anwar Ali, Jigsan Singh, and Anirudh Thapa costed India these much goals as well as the tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. But I really have a question from the coach. If the players were already injured from ISL, na, then why to take them
Yeah,
in the national team? And it was better. Amarjeet could have got chance, na. Asian Games he did well. We could have
yeah,
played with a we could
yeah,
have played with a better option.
yeah. Talking about that, Jigsan Singh got injured. There
Yeah.
was an option in Apuya, who is another
Mm.
number 6. Yet, Ghostly match decided to exclude him. I guess um, that has costed India. And you play Rohit Kumar as a CDM.
He was
I don't
really
have any
ghosted,
words.
man. He was ghosted. He was ghosted.
Yeah, yeah. Ghosting is an understatement, but I guess Ego Stimac could have brought Apuya back to the national team. Yeah, there was some issues happened with Apuya as well as Stimac, but when it comes to the national team, you have to keep it all aside because nation
Yeah, I
comes
agree
first.
with you. Yeah, I totally agree with you
Yeah.
on that point.
So so let me just ask you: Have you seen a clip where a Malaysian defender tried to slide tackle and the pitch itself came out of it,
It
like
was
the
it was
grass came out of its
Mhm.
surface, and
I
it was
did
like, damn.
I saw it, and I also noticed that the players were
Yeah, I know my
trying to
call.
get the grip. They were trying to get the grip of the ground by they were putting their boots like they were smashing on the pitch, so that
Yeah, exactly.
they can get the
I know.
grip, and it
To be
was
very
really
to
poor,
be very
man.
honest, yeah, my college ground is way better, way better. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay. Let me just ask you. After the Merdeka Cup, do you feel that the contract extension of Igor's team match is justified?
You need to give him time, man. He has got results now. If you give him camp, you give him proper time, you give him the proper players.
Yeah,
If he has the resources,
yeah,
he did good. And even in yesterday's game, after the first half, we were really better. In the second half, I don't know what the pep talk did to the team.
yes,
I think Igor did something that changed the perspective of the game in the second half. We almost came back 3-3. We almost came back. It was a clear goal.
yeah,
It
yeah.
crossed
We
the
almost
line,
came
but
back. Yeah,
yeah,
again, yeah. We can't just blame him. Uh, let's just forget it. But um, talking about Igor's team match, for me, I guess we could have gotten another upgrade. Like
okay,
we did better in the last couple of years. We have better infrastructure. We have a better talent pool. So it is obvious that the AFF could have attracted better coaches.
yeah,
Who has an experience of managing national teams.
yeah,
I guess we could have gone for it, but yeah, again, AFF decided to stick with Igor's team match for another couple of years. And based on the performance in the World Cup qualifiers, is about to get another 2 years of contract extension if we qualify to the round three.
yeah.
So for me, I'm disappointed. No, this was the best chance to get rid of Igor's team match, but again, uh, again, it's the AFF thing. You have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. So
You know,
another
I
4 years of Steve
on,
Ashmore. Oh
on
man.
this point, I don't agree with you. Change of national team coaches creates a lot of havoc. Then we'll get someone new. It will take more 2 years, and between those 2 years, then we'll start saying that the other coach must get sacked. Then when he starts performing,
Yeah.
there will be some injury issues. There will be some political issues. It goes on in our board, and then
Yeah, exactly.
we'll say him again. This is a cycle. So better than repeating that cycle, we trust the coach and we give him some more
Yeah.
time, I guess.
I respect your opinion, but for me, we could have gone for an upgrade. Anyway,
Yeah,
Merdeka Cup was a howler for India.
yeah,
Now, let's talk about the upcoming challenges that Indian national team is going to face, especially in the
yeah,
AFC Asian Cup point of view. It's gonna commence in January.
yeah.
But one thing I hate from Stimat's point of view is that he's not asking for any national team camp. If
Mm.
he repeats the same thing before the AFC Asian Cup, then we are screwed because we got some quality opponents in our group. Australia, who just played
Mm.
against Argentina in the World Cup quarterfinals. Then we got
Yesterday,
Uzbekistan, who
yesterday,
has
Australia played against
yeah,
France as well. They had some friendly, na?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it Australia? France played against Netherlands, if I'm not wrong.
Wait, let me check, man. They played against someone yesterday and they were good.
Yeah.
They played against England. Arjit, I'm audible.
Who's it opponent?
They played
Yeah, oh,
against
you are
England.
audible.
They played against England yesterday.
England,
The
and
scoreline
what was
was
the scoreline?
1-0. England scored only a goal.
One.
Na? England scored only a goal.
That was Marcus Rashford, I guess. Yeah.
No,
Rashford was
Watkins.
the scorer.
And no, Watkins was the scorer, man.
Watkins. Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
tell you this. I'll
So
tell you the stats now. I'll tell you the stats. Australia took
yeah. Okay.
14
Yeah. Okay.
shots.
Okay.
Australia took 14 shots. England
Yeah.
took 9 shots.
Yeah. Oh man. And how much was on target? How many?
Australia had 4
How
on
many on
target.
targets?
Australia had 4 on target.
Yeah. England had.
And England had 3.
Oh man. And what's the possession?
But yeah, position was dominated by England. They had 66% position.
Okay. Let's just keep that aside. So Australia, they are serious on their approach. That's pretty
Yeah.
much obvious. Let's just talk about the Uzbek team as well. Uzbekistan.
Mm,
Uzbekistan versus India. It has been a one-sided affair for Uzbekistan. And when it comes
yeah.
to Uzbek clubs versus Indian clubs, we all know what happened against. You all what happened for ATK Mohan Bagan a couple of years back. 6
Yeah.
nil against the Nasaf side. And to be very frank, if I'm not wrong, most of the Uzbek national team players are from the same Nasaf side.
And yeah, Uzbekistan
So,
won against Vietnam yesterday.
okay, Vietnam. I do believe that the absence of Park Hang-seo is it's kind of affected the rhythm of Vietnam. Let's just keep it aside. But Nasaf players who has the experience of playing against most of the Indian national team players, when it comes
Mm.
to national team, Uzbekistan versus India, it's going to be really difficult for India. And I don't remember who that third team was in our in our group in the AFC Cup. Who was that? I don't recollect it.
Lebanon or what? I don't really remember.
Or Kuwait. Kuwait. I'm not so sure.
No, wait, let me check. Huh?
Yeah.
We have
Anyways, it's gonna be a
Australia.
difficult job.
We have Syria, man. Syria.
Oh, Syria. Okay. Anyway, Syria aren't a bad side either. Syria
Yeah,
aren't a
they are a
bad
good
side
side,
either.
man.
To be very honest.
We
So
cannot
we
underestimate
got
anyone.
yeah, exactly. We can't underestimate anyone. And to be frank, we got these three strong teams in our group. And if
Mm.
Igor Stimac again, uh, again say if he again decides not to have a national team camp ahead of the AFC Asian Cup, then we are completely screwed. Completely screwed, because the national team camps are pretty much important for our players because that will you can say improve the chemistry between the players because that will improve the understanding between the players. So if you look at Australia, they have a rhythm, they have a better chemistry than us.
Yeah,
Uzbekistan with the
yeah.
same aspect as well. So if you don't have a proper national team camp ahead of a particular serious tournament, then it will be the exact same result as what we got from the Asian Games as well as in the Merdeka Cup. So what's your
Yeah.
take on this?
Asian Games. I think it's a bit different story. Na, the ISL clubs were not allowing their players to go on camp or either participate
Yeah,
for the Asian Games.
yeah,
That's a different take, man. But I
yeah,
agree with you that if we don't get a
yeah.
proper camp of at least 2 weeks before a Asia Cup, na, we will be doomed.
I do. Yeah, but I don't think that 2 weeks gap ain't sufficient either because almost
Yeah.
every teams have you can say got better camp. They got better chemistry among themselves. But if India need to perform well in the AFC Asian Cup, then they have to get at least 1 month's camp. I don't know if it is practical, mm, but for
It will be
me,
tough, man.
this
It
much
will be
time is
tough.
required.
I don't
It will
think
be
we'll
tough. Yeah,
get one.
exactly. It will be tough.
We won't get 1 month camp, because there is a lot of going in Indian football currently. Okay, so we back again, na? Yeah.
Yeah, we're back again.
So okay, according
Yeah,
to me, getting 1 month camp is very much tough. There is a lot of going currently in
yeah,
the Indian football, and I don't think that the ISL clubs or even the ISL organizers will allow their players to go on a break for 1 month from the league. It will
yeah,
create it will create a hole in the league, and then it won't get what it needs. Na, the teams will not
yeah,
be that competitive, the league will not be watched by many, and then there will be some issues. You get it, right?
yeah. I understand that, but by the looks of things, I don't even think that Stimac will ask for a national team camp because
Yeah,
we've
he
seen
won't. He
that.
won't.
We have seen that. So anyway, let's just trust the process and then let's just talk about the Indian Super League.
Yeah,
You
let's
know,
let's head to
the
the.
last Indian Super League. So last week we had some quality competitive matches, uh, and then
Fierce
some
games.
uh, fierce games I would say, and then some horrific refereeing incidents as well. We'll talk about it later, but let's just start with the Indian Super
Some
League
wrestling,
matches.
some wrestling as well.
Yeah. WWE. Okay,
WWE,
let's
yeah.
just start with the first match. I guess it was Bengaluru versus East Bengal, right? Can you
Yeah.
please check? I guess
Yeah,
it was
let me
in
check. But
Bengaluru.
let,
Can
let's
you
let's
please
let's
remember?
just let's just keep going, man. We better not to keep it in a manner,
Okay, okay, okay.
Let's
Anyway,
keep going
okay,
randomly.
okay, okay. We have Bengaluru versus East Bengal. So,
Yeah,
uh, Bengaluru FC, I guess they got rejuvenated after the arrival of Sunil Chetri. Obviously, it
yeah.
was obvious that East Bengal dominated them in the first and second halves, but it were those two goals, one from a Sunil Chetri penalty and second a bicycle kick from Javi Hernandez, that
That was
proved
a
out to
good
be the
one, man.
difference. But that was a really good one. Not gonna lie. So
Even
for
Navran,
me, is
Mahesh did good, na? The
yeah,
goal by Mahesh was good,
he
man.
destroyed Slavko Damjanovic.
Yeah,
He destroyed Slavko Damjanovic. That was so. I was shocked to see that on live because Slavko is such a strong defender. He's
yeah,
known for some strong tackles, and on a particular day, Naren Mahesh Singh beat him in such a fashion. It reminds me of Mohamed Salah versus Lisandro Martinez.
yeah,
If you remember, exactly, that's exactly the same thing. So those three goals were really good, and even East Bengal dominated them, but it were those two
yeah.
goals that proved out to be the difference. um, what do you think that East Bengal failed to do in that match? Because East Bengal played with rhythm, they played with passion, and I would say they played better than Bengaluru.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Football is a game of little opportunities, na? Little
Yeah,
opportunities creates differences. So
yeah,
Bengaluru, on some aspects, were better than East Bengal,
yeah,
but I won't say that they were really better than East Bengal in all the aspects. It was a really well
yeah.
contested game. I'll say that Bengaluru was
Too
even a
evenly
bit
fighted.
lucky. Yeah, I would say Bengaluru
Yeah,
was lucky to get 3 points from the game. According to me, it would have
yeah,
been shared. Na? It would have been shared. I did not want East Bengal losing the game. They did really good.
yeah. Yeah, East Bengal really did well against Bengaluru. And let's just talk about Punjab and Northeast.
Let's
Punjab
get into that.
FC, yeah, Punjab FC versus Northeast United FC. So, uh, one penalty missed by Northeast United's Romain Philippou, and then a screamer from Parthiv Gogoi, then a flying header from Melroy SEC. If I'm not wrong, it was a header.
Yeah,
Anyway, was a it was a fairly competitive match. Fairly competitive
yeah,
match. Not
I'll
gonna
agree
lie.
with you.
What do you think that Northeast United failed to capitalize in the Punjab match? Because I saw many opportunities from Northeast United players, but they failed to convert it into goals. Especially one penalty. They got one penalty, but I would say it was a really good save from Ravi Kumar, the keeper of Punjab as well. So, other than that, what do you think Northeast United failed to do as a unit in that match?
According to me, I saw the game from a fan perspective. I like Northeast United. You know, I
Yeah,
really, I
yeah,
really noticed that Northeast was a bit overconfident, a bit
oh
overconfident.
yeah,
They
mm,
took Punjab a little lightly. It happens, I guess, that you after winning 3-0 against Chennai NFC, they got a little top of their brains and a bit overconfident.
yeah,
That's what created the difference, and Punjab came back very well. Punjab did really well
yeah,
in the second half. I guess second half when Roman was brought out, Punjab was
yeah.
absolutely destroying Northeast, man. They were destroying Northeast.
You got to say that first half of Punjab FC was really horrible because if you look at the
Yeah,
defending, there was some casual defending. I really thought that Northeast United could have killed that match in the first half itself.
yeah,
But
3 goals in the first half.
like
I expected at least
yeah,
3 goals, man.
they got three chances as well.
Yeah,
One was a penalty, then two free chances. Again, there was a
yeah,
casual defending that could have helped Northeast as well, but they failed to capitalize it. So in the
yeah,
big matches, you got to capitalize these chances because the next match is against Kerala Blasters in Kochi. You know what Kochi is
yeah.
known for. Uh, it's going to be really difficult for because away teams really literally struggle to find rhythm in Kochi.
The den of a lion, right? Den of the lion.
Yeah, Den of the Lion. We saw that with Bengaluru FC and Jamshedpur FC.
Yeah,
Bengaluru FC literally struggled. to play
Ja-
in their full
Ja-
packed JLN.
Jamshedpur were better than the
Yeah,
Bengaluru. I'll agree. They
yeah.
did better than
Jamshedpur were
Bengaluru.
better. Yeah, and Jamshedpur FC nearly choked us, Kerala Blasters. From a fan perspective, they literally choked us almost.
Yeah,
Alan Stevanovic and Daniel Chima. Daniel Chima even got a couple of chances. Lucky
yeah.
that it did not
He could not
go inside
capitalize.
the
Yeah,
goal. He
yeah,
could not capitalize. Kudos to Milos Princess as well.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Then we have FC Goa versus Odisha, the homecoming of Sergio Labera, who won them the Shield way back in 2019-20 season. And
yeah,
then the Mortada Fall scored the first goal. Goa equalized through Nosado, if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
Then again a goal from Mortada Fall. Then another equalizer from No Sado. And at the end, it took 90. It took the injury time to settle
It
the
was the
difference.
last
Jay
minute, I guess,
Gupta
no?
in the
Sixth
last
minute
minute,
of
yeah,
the injury time.
six
Yeah.
minutes of the game, and then out of the box shot from Jay Gupta, that would have to be a difference. But you know, if you saw the reaction of Manolo Marquez in that entire match, he wasn't pleased with the way FC Goa played. So, what is your take on that?
Manolo Marquez is a really competitive coach. Na? He came from the side of Hyderabad
Yeah,
FC, and Hyderabad, I'll be honest, what Goa is doing currently, Hyderabad was doing it in a better way. So I
yeah,
guess
exactly.
he's a bit disappointed because what he wants his team to do, they are not doing it 100%. Yeah, they are doing it
Yeah,
80 to 90%, so they are getting results, but they are not
yeah,
completely getting into it, into the coach's ideology. He wants the
yeah,
player to go
exactly.
for it. He wants the coach the players to go for it, but
Yeah, exactly.
the intent is a bit
Yeah.
less compared to what Hyderabad had last year.
Maybe it's because of the overconfidence that FC Goa had. They qualified for the semi-finals of Durand Cup. Then they and in that I would say in this first match of FC Goa versus Punjab, they scored a goal via Carlos Martinez, and then they got
Yeah,
a lot of chances. Yet they
yeah,
failed to capitalize that. And even in that match, Manolo Marcus hesitated to, you can say completely. He lost his mind completely, and
yeah.
he even showed that in the post-match press conference as well. He blamed his team for not getting players he wanted. So, what do you think that was from Manolo Marcus? If you
The
remember,
coach is
there was a
yeah.
yeah, if you remember, there was a tweet from 19 Stoppage, which claimed that Manolo Marcus was unhappy with the players, the recruited players as well. So, what do you think that was?
Arjit, if I'm not wrong, last season, during the January
Yeah,
time, there were rumors that Manolo Marquez will join BFC. If I'm not wrong, there were
yeah,
rumors, right?
yeah. BFC rumors were
Yeah,
true.
yeah, and then the players were going to BFC. Halicharan Nazari went
Yeah,
there, if I'm not wrong, and then there were
yeah.
couple of other players linked to
To
Bengaluru
Hyderabad to
FC.
Bengaluru. Yeah,
Yeah, from Hyderabad to Bengaluru. Okay. So I
yeah,
think I don't know what changed last minute. I don't know what changed and Manolo Marquez joined Goa. So
yeah.
maybe he did not get the players he wanted, na? He got the second
Maybe.
version of them. Maybe he
Yeah,
wanted someone else to play there. Maybe he wanted Severio. He wanted Severio, but got some other version of him, na? That's
yeah.
why the coach is
Understandable.
disappointed, and yeah, and the coach is completely. I'll be with him that he should be disappointed if the management is not giving him the players he wants and not giving him the time to get the players he
Yeah,
wants. Then I'm completely on Manolo's side.
yeah. To be fair, those reactions from Manolo Marcus was evident. And then about Odisha's side, you got a feel for Sergio Lobera. Uh,
Yeah,
First match, I don't remember who that opponent was. I guess it was Chennai. 2-0 win
they
on
won, na?
their Chennai. 2-0 win against
Yeah,
Chennai on their backyard.
Yeah.
Then they played the AFC Cup match against Bashundra Kings
Basundhara
in
Kings, and they lost.
Bashundra Kings. Yeah, and then they lost on a scoreline of 2-3.
Yeah,
And then came back against Goa,
Mumbai.
uh, and they
It was
struggled to
against
play against Goa as well.
Mumbai, I guess, na the third game.
And the second match was against Mumbai, if I'm not right. Yeah, second
Acha,
match was
acha,
against
acha,
in
acha.
Mumbai. Okay,
Okay.
uh, okay, that match ended in a 2-2 draw, and even Odisha FC had won that match. And then lack of concentration towards their dying moments costed them another couple of points. And then they came against FC Goa. And
Yeah,
to be very honest, this is not the Odisha side that we were expected, that we were expecting
yeah,
from. The performance was really horrible. A couple of outstanding performances from Ahmed Jahu was even out of form in that match. Mortada Fall came to rescue for Goa, and then um this is not a Sergio Lobera tactics that we saw from him in his first 2 to 3 seasons in India. So, where do you think Sergio Lobera can say failed as a coach of Odisha FC in the first 3 matches? After watching the first 3 matches, there are still 19 matches to go. There's still scope for improvement, but as of now, in the first 3 matches, what do you think? Where do you think Sergio Lobera faltered?
I don't think that Sergio Oliveira failed with Odisha FC. Odisha, yeah, they are not currently doing very good
Yeah,
as a group of individuals who should perform really well. But as you
yeah,
mentioned, that they have got the individual talent. The individual
yeah,
talents are
exactly.
actually currently they are currently saving them. Individual
Yeah,
talents are the individual talents, and the individual performances are the only thing which are getting Odisha results right now.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm not disappointed with them. We were expecting Sergio Lovera always depended on some kind of individual magics, individual
Yeah,
performance earlier from his stint in
yeah,
India. Earlier it was Hugo Bumos, there were
yeah.
Koro.
Koro.
He always depended on an individual, a magician.
Yeah,
So I'm not seeing anything different here. Na? They will get to the top four. They'll probably go to the semis as well.
yeah.
They'll go
Maybe
to
we
the
don't
semis.
know. Yeah, there are chances.
Sergio Lobera's team never played a game with a complete team. They did not play a team game. They almost depended on individuals, and the team is individual based. That's what I'd like to say.
Yeah, team is individual based. But you got to say that Odisha FC need to find where they faltered, because the upcoming matches are going to be even difficult. They got ATK Mohun Bagan. They're gonna play against Kerala Blasters in Kochi as well. So it's better to find some replacements. Or I mean, there may be because of some issues with the tactics. But anyway, in either case, he has to find a solution for this, because upcoming matches are going to be really crucial. Let's just come to the next match. I guess this was the most fierce match of this week, of that week. Mumbai City versus Kerala Blasters.
Kerala
So I hope
Blasters.
you, yeah, I hope you watched the match. So
Yeah, I did watch the
what
game.
do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah, how do you think both the teams played?
Both the teams were good, man. If I'll be honest with you, Kerala were on the top. I'll agree with that. Because
Yeah,
Kerala did not give up first of all, and then Kerala were creating better chances than Mumbai. Mumbai AFC
yeah,
Champions League playing club performing like that
yeah,
against Kerala is really disappointing,
yeah,
because
exactly.
we expect better from Mumbai. I'll
Yeah,
not
because
I'm not underestimating or underrating Kerala Blasters, but we
yeah,
expect a club which is representing our nation to
yeah,
perform better in terms of behavior wise, at least behavior wise.
yeah, we have
The
yeah
the
behavior was
the behavior was really poor. I don't know why they were acting like that. It's a game of football. They'll act, they'll do whatever they want. At the end of the day, the 90 minutes created
yeah,
the difference.
yeah. Where do you think Kerala Blasters failed to capitalize? You told me that you watched the match. There were a couple of individual errors from Pritham Kotar as well. Um, Apart from that, it was a solid game for the Blasters. And towards the dying moments, we saw some, I would say, really horrible, really controversial incidents from the players. First, it all started with Milos Rinsic and Joel Vanif being sent off
Yeah,
because it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. By the
yeah.
way, Mumbai players behaved against the Blasters players. It was bound to happen. And then towards the full time whistle, we saw Prabir Das crying. And later on, he alleged that Rostin Griffiths choked on his head and
He
abused
did
his
choke
mother.
him. We saw.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all
he
saw that.
choked him, man.
Yeah, and choking incident took place in front of the referee. Referee
Yeah,
even saw that. Yet he ignored that. He didn't even give a card to Rostin Griffiths. He didn't even give a card to Rostin Griffiths.
yeah,
I don't know what kind of refereeing that was, because if it was something you can say outside India, that would have been a sure red card. If you remember
yeah,
last season in English Premier League, Casemiro choked one player. I don't know who that player was. I don't recollect who that was, but he choked one
yeah.
player. And at the end of the day, VAR came to rescue of that particular player, and Casemiro was sent off, and he was suspended for 4 matches. 4 matches, and in those 4 matches, Manchester United literally struggled, and it was against Arsenal, if I'm not wrong. Manchester United felt the absence of Casemiro. So anyway, Casemiro choked a player. He was sent off for four, and he was suspended for 4 matches. Why is it that in England or in any other league, it's a sure red card offense, something like choking, and in India, even if the referee see it, he does not give a card. What do you think the Indian referees were thinking, especially that particular referee who officiated that match? What was he thinking? Because it was the incident just took place in front of him, and he ignored to intervene. So that's just a horrible piece of act. So
I'll
what do you
not
think
blame
that?
the I'll not blame the referee. To be honest, na, there was a lot of going on
Why?
at that time. There was a lot of going on. Na, you need to look at the fans and the players. He needed to control the game. He was trying to control the game. Maybe he did not see
Yeah,
that happening, or maybe he saw that,
he saw
but
that.
thought
He saw
that
that. He saw that. He
he
was
saw that, but he saw that and he thought that let's play it cool. Let's play it cool and let's keep them apart. Another red card, there will be again a lot of quarreling between the players and all of that. Maybe he thought that. Maybe.
But that was a choking incident, and it's even more serious than what Milos Rinsic and Joel Vanif did. It was even more serious.
Mm.
You got to agree with that, because it was a more serious incident, choking someone's head. It's surely a red card offense. But again,
It,
can't just
it's a
compare.
red card
And
offense. I'll agree.
talking about the Milos one,
Yeah.
talking about the Milos one, many said that Milos Rinsic deserved a uh, red card for that. Okay, was it a red card offense? I don't certainly think so, because he just pushed a player. He just pushed a player, and it was pretty much common in football that he pushed a player, and the player rolled and rolled again, just like Neymar. And then
Okay.
I guess it was a yellow card offense only. And then
You know,
Joel Van Neef came to the act. Yeah, you can.
if it was a red card, I have no doubts about it. But if it was a red card,
Yeah,
then even the choking incident, that was a red card as well. If he was giving this a
yeah,
red, he should have given that as well a red card.
as a red vessel. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, there was only pushing there, but still, it's an offense. It's an offense that is not tolerable on the football ground. But if you are giving
yeah,
him a red card, why not give the Mumbai FC players red card as well, na? The one who was choking
yeah.
Prabir Das, he was Rostin, I guess, na?
Roasting Griffiths.
Yeah, and then he gave some statement as
If
well. He was saying that he was just acting friendly with Prabir, right? He said something like that.
no, he was cuddling with Prabir. He was cuddling with the
Okay, okay, yeah,
Prabir.
yeah, yeah.
So
He was cuddling
yeah,
Prabir, yeah.
he was cuddling with Prabir because Prabir does cuddle with I don't know who that player was. I guess it was Vikram Pradap or someone like Gurkirat
There,
Singh. Gurkirat
there is
Singh.
a lot of
Yeah,
cuddling going on, man. A lot of
yeah,
cuddling
cuddling
going
going
on
on,
in the
and
football game.
Yeah, and that is enough for Roasting Griffiths to earn him a suspension, because if Kerala Blasters officially decide to lodge a complaint against Mumbai City, then they can attach this
Yeah,
piece of letters, with that, because that's enough for him. That's enough for them to be convinced that Roasting did it intentionally, and then earn him a suspension. That's enough. But I don't know what Kerala Blasters did in this. I'll update on that. I'll ask about it. And yeah, and to be very honest, this league is very much against Kerala Blasters, if you ask me, because uh, Ivan got banned for 10 matches. He was fined for like 4 crores. The team was fined for 4 crores post walkout. There was so much energy from FSDL and AFF to take action against Kerala Blasters. But when it came to the incident where Iban Badoling was, you can say, Ryan Williams used some
yeah,
yeah, he just smelled, he
abused him. Yeah,
literally said, abused him, yeah, literally abused him. So when it came to, yeah, I can't just say that word here because it will violate the YouTube guidelines type.
yeah.
Okay, anyway, when it came to Iban being abused by Ryan Williams, and in this incident where Prabir Das was choked by Roasting Griffiths, there's no action from AFF. So don't you think it's a hypocrisy? I'm not saying as a Kerala Blasters fan. I'm saying it as a neutral fan, because um, it has been unfair against this particular club only, and only a particular clubs getting advantage of it, like Mohan Bagan, Mumbai,
I'll
Bengaluru. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, yeah. I'll agree with you on that point. Some clubs are given a lot of privilege by the committee and the refereeing
Ex-
organization, and the decisions are completely on their side. I'll not name the clubs, but
yeah,
you already gave some
yeah,
examples, but it's completely biased. It's always with them, not only this season. It's been going on from past 3 to 4 seasons. It's
yeah,
been going on, whether it be
yeah,
Mohan Bagan Super Giants or Mumbai, or
yeah,
BFC in some instances. Do you
yeah.
remember the last season there was some a goal opportunity for Northeast in the first game against Bengaluru?
I remember against Bengaluru, which was called offside.
Man, they were robbed, completely robbed, man.
Northeast United got completely robbed, and Marco Balbul was sent off for what? For what? He literally
He
argued against the ref.
protested.
He
Yeah.
protested.
What's
He
wrong
just
about
came off
that,
his
man?
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just keep that. But Northeast United getting robbed on that particular match. I mean, I saw that live, and I did not. I didn't even know what prompted the referee to call that offside. But there wasn't an offside player. There was no Northeast player in the offside trap. Yet the referee decided to give an offside in favor of Bengaluru, and it started
Maybe
with that. So
maybe they thought that the player who was offside, he did not touch the ball. They thought that maybe he was trying to obstruct the keeper, and he was obstructing the play, but he was not. I'll give you an example
yeah,
about that. This season in La Liga, I guess there was a goal
yeah,
from, I don't remember, from Rodrigo, I guess. In that
huh,
game, Rudiger was completely in front of the goalkeeper. I don't remember the
yeah,
opposition right now. He was in the
yeah,
offside position. The ball went just above him. Okay,
yeah,
he was not obstructing the play, right? He was offside, but he did not interfere in the game. Then Rodrigo finished, and it was a goal. Okay, it was a goal given.
yeah, yeah. But
I don't
if you're
understand
talking about,
why.
yeah, you can, you can.
Yeah. Then if that was given goal, why this wasn't given goal? And what does the refereeing thinks about this?
If you remember
I don't remember.
if you remember in the ISL 2021-22 season, the first match of ATK Mohun Bagan versus Kerala Blasters, if you recollect that match, if you remember that match, there was one goal from Hugo Bumo. That was the first goal of ISL that season. There was one goal of
Okay.
Hugo Bumo,
He
which
took
was
it. He
scored from
took it
outside,
from out of the box. Out of the
out
box.
of the
Yeah, I
box, out
remember
of the
that.
box.
I
Yeah,
remember that. Yeah.
and yeah, and I don't know who that player was. I guess it was Roy Krishna who was obstructing the vision of Prabsugan Gill. Roy Krishna or someone like that. Anyway, a player was obstructing the vision of Prabsugan Gill. Uh, the goal went in, and the referee awarded it as a goal. Uh, don't you think that when we compare this incident with the Bengaluru Northeast one the last season, there's a hypocrisy in it? Like,
Well, let's
if
not
that
talk
can be
about
awarded
last
as a
season,
goal,
man. Let's
yeah,
not talk
okay,
about last season, man.
I know
Let's
that,
avoid it, man.
I know the
There will be a lot.
yeah, okay,
There will be a lot
but
of backlash now if I talk about it.
but you got to say that the hypocrisy is real. Hypocrisy. If that can be
It
awarded as
exists.
a
It
goal, then
exists.
certainly,
Not
yeah.
only, not
If
only in
that
ISL, man.
Hugo
It
Bumu goal
exists.
can be awarded as a goal,
Yeah.
yeah, continue.
If the hypocrisy not only continues in ISL, man, it even continues in the bigger leagues like be Premier League or be it League One or be it La Liga. The bigger clubs with
Yeah,
better advantages, they are given some decisions on their favor, which are 50-50, or which they don't even
yeah,
deserve to be getting it.
yeah, exactly.
So there's nothing to
You got to
complain
say
about,
that
man.
the
Now
hypocrisy
we
is,
can't complain about it now.
but the refereeing hours keep on continuing. There were initially talks on war light being introduced in Indian Super League. Then there is no update on it yet. There's no update
Yeah,
on it
no
yet.
update.
Post walkout, there were a lot of claims. Even AFF president told that Warlight will be here in this season,
Yeah,
and it's just like it's the third week of ISL. It's the third match week of ISL. There's no Warlight, so I don't know
yeah.
what's happening in the Indian football scenario. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, let's keep about that, but let's talk about it
Let
later.
bygones
But
be
let's
bygones,
start
man.
with, yeah. Let's just talk about the star boy of one particular club who who were strangled in the bottom half of the table. I would say the bottom of the table. Then
Bottom
the
half.
bottom half. Okay, bottom half. Okay, let's say. Anyway, that particular place ruling Indian football right now.
And
I guess you got the
I don't
players.
understand. I don't understand what more he needs to do to get a chance in the national team. If
Yes,
Mehtab is
exactly.
getting, if Mehtab is getting called up for the national team, I don't understand why Parthiv is not.
Exactly. So, you got to say that Parthiv is doing really well. Really, really well. I'm really impressed with him. But I'm just asking you, as a Northeast United fan point of view, and I'm a Northeast United fan point of view, what do you expect more from Parthiv?
I don't expect anything more from him. He is outperforming my expectations. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
Last season during the initial stages of the league, he was not doing good.
yeah,
He was performing a bit poor. Then when he got
yeah,
into the game in the later half of the tournament, he was just killing
yeah.
it, and that form continued in the Durand Cup, in the Super Cup, and now he has entered ISL with complete resurrection. He's completely
Yes,
resurrected.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You got to applaud him for his efforts. But do you believe that? I do certainly believe that Juan Pedro Benali has played a role in his development.
Yeah,
You got to say that because you could see the confidence of that player uh, increasing gradually as matches keep on moving. You could see that the confidence of that particular guy, the 21-year-old Parthiv Gogoi, is increasing. And you have to give credits to Juan Pedro Benali as well because he's doing a really good job with Northeast United as well. And he's really shaping up the players, youth players, young players. You could see Ashir Akhtar, there is
yeah.
Dinesh Singh. So
Don't forget
Northeast
Falguni,
United's
man.
future is Falguni, exactly. Falguni, I forgot about him. Anyway, I would say Northeast United's future is bright. Um,
Yeah.
what do you expect from Northeast United in this season? Because last couple of seasons were horrible. I can understand that, but there is a new energy. There's a new vision for this particular club. So, what do you expect in this season?
I expect finishing top 5.
Yeah,
Expectations are completely high. The performance we saw from the club, we don't
yeah,
expect. I personally don't expect anything less than the top 5 spot. If we don't get into the top
yeah,
5, it will be a complete failure for us. The way we started our
yeah,
season, we should be
yeah,
ending top 5. you know
yeah.
that's what I'm expecting.
Top five. But considering the challenges that Northeast United have to face, especially in the case of we've got a lot of competitive teams. This season is way more competitive than the last couple of seasons as well. So, do you feel that it is going to be challenging for Northeast United, or is it going to be like, okay, we're gonna keep it simple, we're gonna go it straight to top five?
It will be challenging. Every year for Northeast has been challenging. Even when they've qualified for the semis or be finishing bottom half of the table, they have always
Yeah,
been challenged. They have been challenged, and they have been challenging other clubs as well. So
yeah,
it's not going to be a normal story with Northeast. Na? I am seeing
yeah,
a couple of losses for Northeast in the coming matches, and then there will be
yeah,
some tense moments. There will be tense moments going in the club, that
yeah.
whether or not sacking Ben Ali is an option. But then eventually, I guess, if Ben Ali will do good, the team will do good, and they'll get into top 5.
But it's all about keeping that consistency in performance, the momentum, and the continuity. It's very important in this league, because a lot of clubs have struggled without continuity. Let's take an example like Chennai FC. They
Yeah,
had like 4 to 5 coaches. If you remember 2020 season, they had Jabal
yeah,
Laszlo. Last season they had Thomas Braderick, and in the season
yeah.
before that they had Bosidar Bandovic. So eventually they all got sacked at the end of the season. So it's a continuity that matters the most at this stage, and Northeast United for me should trust Benali, should continue with the project that the club is moving forward with, and then try to challenge for the shield, because Northeast United definitely has a potential to the challenge for the shield, not this season, but for the upcoming seasons. They
The
got some
club,
quality. Yeah,
I think the club will keep the vision going. They'll not sack anyone or anything else, because the CEO
yeah.
has changed. As we know, Mandar Tanmane
Mandar,
from
Bengaluru.
Bengaluru has arrived, and he has even brought his supporting staff with him. From Bengaluru, the title winning team, the team who dominated Indian football for a long time. The supporting staff of that comes to Northeast, then we expect something better from what we have already seen. And
Yeah,
also, the club is currently investing in academies. If I am not wrong, yesterday or the day before yesterday, on Friday or Thursday, Mandar even
yeah.
had a meet with the chief minister of Arunachal, if I'm not wrong. They
Okay.
had
Pema
some
Kantu.
they had some, yeah, yeah, they had something regarding the academy setup in Arunachal. They had talks about it, and also there
Yeah,
was there was academy setups going on in Meghalaya as well.
yeah,
So I really think that this year will be better, and we'll keep
yeah,
going. The vision is to continue like this for at least 3 to 4 more years. At least 3 to 4
yeah,
more years, man.
yeah. So talking about that, the Northeast United spreading their academies across the northeastern states. Is it possible for Northeast United to play their home matches away from Assam and play in other northeastern states as well? Because Northeast United literally represents 8 states. So, is there any possibility that Northeast United will play matches apart from Assam? They've got stadiums in Meghalaya, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim. They got some quality infrastructure as well. So, is there any possibility for that?
I knew you will ask me this, I knew it, you'll ask me. So,
Yeah,
okay, going with it, I heard, and there were some rumors that the club will play 2 to 3 games in Shillong, I guess, and some other
yeah,
state as well in Northeast.
yeah,
It's good if the game happens there. It's really good. Na? It will engage a lot more fan base. It will engage more
yeah,
people. It will attract more people. It does attract people, but the people from other states of Northeast, they are not able to witness their team in the stadium and get the feeling, na? The people, we only us living in Assam or nearby states like Meghalaya, we get to witness sometimes, not always as well. So it will be
yeah,
really good if the club goes on to different states of Northeast and play their home games there. It will be really good, but the issue will be the travel. The traveling will be
yeah,
a little bit tough. Then there will be the accommodations might be a bit of problem if I'm not wrong.
yeah,
The If it happens in Shillong, not bad. It takes about 2 hours from Guwahati in Shillong.
yeah,
To reach Shillong, it takes 2 hours by road, so it's not that long. The players can stay here just before the game. They can go there, and then they can
yeah,
practice here as well. So I don't think it's a bad idea. Yeah, according to me, there should be games played outside Guwahati as well in the other northeastern
yeah,
regions for the club. It will attract more people, and it will eventually create something that currently
yeah.
Kerala Blasters has. The amount of
Kerala
the
Blasters.
amount of people, the amount of people coming to the stadium. You can't blame the fans for not coming in the stadium. There are people in the northeastern region who are living in various remote areas.
Yeah,
They can't really come to Assam for watching all the games, na? It's really
yeah.
tough for them as well. So conducting them in their own home states will be a really good
Will be
idea, I think.
nice.
Yeah.
Talking about the Blasters fans, it takes 25 hours and 16 minutes or something like that, in average, for a Kerala Blasters fan to go watch the match and return to home. I'm talking
Okay.
about people from Northern Kerala. Northern Kerala.
Okay.
Northern Kerala has a lot of Kerala Blasters fans. I would say more than Kochi. More than Kochi. There are a lot of
Okay.
Kerala Blasters fans in the northern side of Kerala, especially in Malappuram, where the Santosh Trophy happened a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Then we have Kozhikode, the home ground of Gokulam Kerala, Malabar. Okay, the Malabar region is also, you know, it's densely, I could say Kerala Blasters fan perspective. A lot of fans are there of Kerala Blasters, and it takes them like 25 hours to go watch the match and then return to the stadium, return to the home. Sorry, return to the home. I guess Northeast United can do that, especially
Yeah.
they've got a lot of stadiums, as I said before. Don't you think that ISOL is also a potential venue for? It can also be utilized for a match of Northeast, because I've seen clips of ISOL FC fans watching the match in ISOL Stadium. So conducting a match there, don't you think that that's going to profit Northeast United a lot as well?
Conducting matches in almost all the states in different places of northeastern states, it will benefit the club a lot, whether it be Imphal,
Yeah,
Aizawl, Shillong, Guwahati, or some other place. It will be
yeah,
benefiting. There will be more kind of connect to the people. The people will get more connected with the club. They'll
yeah,
they'll really feel the passion for it. Watching the games in TV is one thing, but going into the stadium and then witnessing your team either win or lose is a different thing. You
yes,
get
exactly.
emotional when you get emotional when your team wins or loses a game in the stadium. You feel,
Yeah,
and sometimes you don't know what to do. So it's a really different scenario watching a game of football, your home team playing in TV, and then watching it on stadium. So I think conducting games of Northeast United in different parts of northeastern states will be a really good idea. Yeah, it should be done, and it will benefit the region, it will benefit the club as well. There will be a lot of boys who will be wanting to play for the club in the upcoming years
yeah,
if the club connects to the core of the people, then there will be more of, rather than money, the players from these regions can actually connect to the team and the core of the team and heart of the team, and they'll be wanting to play with the club. you know there will
yeah,
be more of a scouting process going on in that as well, na? When
yeah,
you go to play a game in certain stadium, there are other teams practicing there as well, the local teams. You can even scout the players, man. You can free
yes,
you don't need to
yeah,
conduct camps as well, man. You don't need to conduct camps as well. You can scout them, you can call them for trials. And who doesn't want to come for trials, man? every
yes, exactly.
every kid wants to come for a trial, na? Who does not even know
Yes,
to play
who
football,
does
he'll
not?
come for
Yeah,
a trial.
at least for a trial. Northeast United, obviously, I mean, Northeastern states got a lot of football legacy. They awarded Indian national team a lot of players. And if Northeast United keep on with this project of scouting players across the Northeastern states, play matches in various other Northeastern states, I'm pretty sure that Northeast United is going to be one top club of ISL. And yeah, you know, it's a matter of care. It's the same matter with Kerala Blasters as well. Kerala Blasters are doing a lot of trials across Kerala. They are trying to scout kids in under 17, under 13, under 15 levels. They're scouting players and then polishing them to make them feel competitive and represent the badge of Kerala Blasters, and then eventually qualify to the earn the spot into the national team. So I guess um, the visions of both clubs are pretty much same. And I'm not talking about Kerala Blasters. I'm talking about Indian clubs in general. Everyone is
Yeah.
doing their part. Everyone is doing their part to make Indian football better. And that's what our project vision is. No,
the
Vision
the main aim should
2047.
be that, yeah. The main aim should
Yeah,
be
main
that,
aim
but
should be that. We,
there are
yeah,
some complications, man. There are some complications. There are clubs who want to play it more on a commercial basis rather than doing good for the national team.
yeah,
I'll not name
yeah,
the club again, but you'll get
yeah.
who they
Okay,
are.
okay, understandable.
And
Yeah.
there will be backlash, in the comments, if the certain fan base sees that.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just keep it aside. But you got to say that almost every clubs are trying their part to deliver players, and that's what
Yeah.
exactly our Vision 2047 says as well. We are investing a lot in our grassroots, but I don't think this is enough. We have to invest a lot more in the grassroots if we have to make ourselves a footballing nation. Right now, cricket is our favorite sport, but its popularity is decreasing. We all saw that
you
in
know
the
you
Cricket
you
World Cup.
you
Yeah,
said that we need to invest more on our grassroots levels, na? That reminds me of
yeah,
a certain club, a certain club who have from UP, Tektro Lucknow. Yeah,
yeah.
Tektro Lucknow.
Tektro Lucknow, yeah, Tektro Lucknow.
They
Yeah,
are
they are
doing
doing, and
good,
I saw
man.
that. Yeah, I
They
saw
are
that.
doing good.
Akash Mishra becoming the co-owner of that club.
And
You got,
I was with the owner of the club, the Tektro Swadesh United. I talked with him on my podcast, the
yeah,
other one. He's
yeah,
really optimistic about Indian football. Huh? He does not think that
yeah,
bringing players from outside will create a difference. He thinks that
yes,
the developing the grassroots and then investing more on our young players and the infrastructure will create the difference. And I totally agree with him. The even
yeah,
the
exactly.
academy's mindset, their mindset is
Yeah,
completely good. I follow them, man. I'm a big fan of the club and their academy
yeah.
and Minerva as
There
well
are a lot of,
in that case.
yeah, the Minerva, Delhi FC.
Yeah.
There are some particular clubs who are investing heavily on the grassroots, and from those grassroots, we got some quality players. Anwar Ali is the best example. We all know how he
Thapa,
came from
Thapa.
Thapa exactly. We all know how Anwar Ali came from his background. He had a heart problem, yet
Then he played for
Minerva,
Tektro. Then he played for Tektro. Yeah.
For Tektro, and then Ranjit Bajaj saw him, and then made him one of the superstars in Indian football.
And
So
there is one more guy, man. There is one more guy who is going to kill
yeah,
it off in Indian football. Himanshu Jangra. If
yeah,
I'm
Himanshu
not,
Jangra,
yeah, if
yeah,
I'm not pronouncing his name wrong, he'll be the
yeah,
next
Himanshu
big thing.
Jangra.
He'll be the next big thing.
Next big thing, yeah, exactly. And there are a lot of players who got potential. Bikash Yumnam of Chennai NFC,
Yeah.
then Gangte, there's Gangte. So Indian football has got a lot of future prospects in them, but it's all about finding them at the right time. For that, you have to
Yeah.
invest heavily on the grassroots. Um, I guess
But I
Indian
still,
football
you know,
needs more,
I still think that the
but for
clubs who are not playing ISL are investing better
yeah,
in the grassroots. You know, they are investing better in
yes,
grassroots rather than the ISL playing clubs. The mindset of ISL clubs is to get over with the league
yeah,
and to only perform in the league. You know, they don't tend to go into the grassroots that deep. Yeah, they do have
that
academies.
deep, yeah, yeah. But compared to other clubs, those who are not playing in the I League, and I mean, I'm
They
talking about
invest
the
a lot. Yeah,
I League clubs. Yeah, I League
yeah.
clubs. There are some particular I League clubs who invest a lot on this grassroots, but it's for me, it's high time for ISL clubs to take the grassroots seriously because you can literally build talents instead of buying talents. Buying
That's the
talents.
that transition phase, you know, from I
Yeah,
League to
transition.
ISL. The transition phase either makes a player good or he makes a player
Yeah,
bad. Our under
bad. Yeah,
17 team, if you remember, we played the FIFA World Cup. It was really good, you
yeah,
know. It was good,
was really
but
good.
then something happened during the transition from that phase to this phase, and then few players
Yeah,
turned out to be good, few players didn't. So
to players. Yeah,
so the
but
ISL
you got
clubs
to
need
say
to
that.
do that right.
Yeah, ISL clubs need to invest on grassroots seriously, and there are a lot of clubs who are doing it in a serious way. If you look at Jamshedpur FC,
Yeah.
they are investing heavily on their grassroots. They got Tata Academy, and then they got a Reliance Foundation. We have Reliance Foundation as well, who is investing heavily on grassroots, finding talents, and then making them perfect. So for me, every ISL club should do this, and I hope that in the future it'll happen. So I guess it's time for us to wind up our first video. Um,
Yeah, 1 hour, two
yeah,
minutes, man.
yeah, exactly. So anyway, um, just hope that the grassroots improve and
Yeah,
our Indian football becomes way more popular in
the
world
main
football
aim, the
because
main aim should be the main aim should be to play the World Cup, right?
World Cup. For
Rather
that
than
we
rather
have
than
to.
rather than rather than being happy playing SAF Championship or Merdeka Cup,
Yes,
we must be looking to play the World Cup more, na? We win
yes,
the SAF
exactly.
Championship or we perform well in Merdeka Cup. That's
We
good.
farm
That's
those.
really good.
We farm
Yeah,
those
that's good.
trophies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They are good. I'll not say that we won it by luck or anything. We performed well,
yeah,
but we must not
yeah,
overhype that. Na? We must not overhype our
yeah,
performance in SAF Cup, whether it be Merdeka Cup or any other these kind of clubs, these
yeah,
kind of cups. Na? Our main aim should be to play in the in the Asian Cup first of all, a better performance, going to the round of
yeah,
16, and then eventually going to the bigger stage, the World Cup,
yeah.
the
I
ultimate
mean,
stage, man.
our vision as time progresses, we should improve our vision as well. We
Yeah.
shouldn't be happy with playing SAF Championship or some other tournaments. I'm not saying that SAF Championship is bad, but as time progresses, we have to keep our visions high as well. And that's
If we
what every
think big,
football
then we
club.
achieve something, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what every football club does, and even every national team aim to be, one of the best in the world. And
Yeah,
that's
you'll try
exactly
to be
what.
the best. You'll try to be the best.
The,
Then you'll be something near best, right? At
yeah,
least you have
something,
to have
something.
the
Yeah.
mindset. You'll have to have the
Yes,
mindset.
exactly. So with that, we're going to wind up our first episode. So thanks for your patience, viewers.
I
So
hope,
I just
yeah,
want to
we
thank.
did good. I hope.
Yeah, we have the first video. So if there were some any if there were any issues with us, with our language or anything, kindly forgive us. This is the first video. This is a part of the learning process.
And
So
yeah,
I just want to thank.
suggest us some improvements.
Suggest us. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
that's
just
the
want to
big thing.
thank Ayushman for this live for this opportunity as well. And yeah, we will be doing this on a bi-weekly basis. We will be recording videos and then upload it on Mondays on a bi-weekly basis.
Yeah.
So make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the notifications of our videos. And yeah,
Yeah.
see you.
Ciao, man.